for another installation of Ditch the Spreadsheet. I am a real estate professional. Also, I am an instructor with Buy It, Rent It, Profit, BRP Education. And I do a lot of the acquisitions. I find a lot of properties and I underwrite them and before we send them off to our senior underwriters. So tonight we're going to be looking at a property in the east coast of Florida. Not a big property. Was it 20 units? With a nice unit mix, 2-in-1s and 1-in-1s, really close to the water, which is nice too, for a really nice price. So let's get started here. I'm going to share my screen. And go here. Yep, that's where we want to go. And here we go. So here we are on the front page of our Buy It, Rent It, Profit website, BRPEDU. We're going to go to Workstation. I'm going to open up Workstation. I'm sorry, Workstation. Here we go. Sometimes when we're sharing, it just doesn't open up quick enough. Has to do a little thinking. So then we go to real estate investing, and this is the basically the back of the envelope. So this property is going for $2,750,000. Their NOI is not too shabby for a small property. It's 167,478. I'm going to continue going with interest rates, even though we're told 6.5. I'm going to stick at 7. And I'm going to go with a 30-year. And so here's our debt service coverage ratio number. The banks want to see that around 1.25 or better. So we're going to bring up our down payment. This with 20% down almost gets us to 1. There we are. So we're going to have to put almost 40% down. So out of the 2.7 million, we're going to put almost $1.1 million down to get that right at the 1.25. So with all this being said, it says it's around a 6 cap right now. Again, back of the envelope. Hey, this looks pretty good. Let's continue going on. I'm going to share this next screen. So remember, this is just a preliminary underwriting. All right, we're not diving down deep. We didn't go through due diligence yet. We're just checking out this property. Hey, this looks pretty good. The price per unit numbers are right. So we are buying, and again, we're buying multifamily. And this deal analyzer is next generation because you can analyze a property. Oh, gotta let somebody in. I am without my sidekick tonight, Miss Karen. She's a little under the weather. So I am in my screen share. I'm going to go back over to here. And everybody should see step 1 of the property detailing. Miss Karen, again, is under the weather, so I'm running the room by myself. So when I hear somebody come in, I'm going to jump over, let them in. So for the property name, I'm just going to call this Vero Beach. And I think I took a picture of this. Yep, there it is. So it's actually 4 buildings, 5 units in each building for the 20 unit building. And again, it's going for $2.75 million. 20 units. It's 2-in-1s and 1-in-1s. The rents are all over the place right now. So when we start putting the property income in, well, you'll see. So it won't be a surprise. It's a 1971 building. So what does that make it? 42 years old? 52 years old. Sorry. Where's my math skills? The site area. So see these little question marks over here? If you don't know what you're putting in here, just hit the little question mark and it'll give you a short explanation. So this is entering the entire square footage of your property. If you enter property details, this will autofill total square footage. So this is the lot size, okay? And I know I wrote this down someplace. Here we are, lot size. It's 0.84 acres, which calculates out to 34,590. Now this one is our rentable square footage, so that's 14,920. That just helps us calculate price per square foot later on in the exercise. So yes, we do want to enter unit details. So again, like I said, rents are all over the place right now. There are a bunch of 2-in-1s, but we'll start with the 1-bedrooms. Keep it tidy. So we have 2 1-bedrooms. All of the 1-bedrooms are 630 square feet. Pardon me, let me get a sip of water. And the unit rents for these two are $1,000. And we have one more 1-bedroom. And this one's going for $1,200. 30. So these are new leases. This is the new price that they're getting for them. And we got one other one. It's an older lease. 630, and it gets a little tedious, I know. And this one's renting for $1,050. Now we go to our 2-bedrooms. Let's go to a plus sign. So we got a bunch of 2-bedrooms. Like I said, the rents are all over the place. So I'm just going to put them the way I have them here on the OM. 2-bedrooms. And we have one. And this one's renting. Oh, sorry. All the square footages on the 2s, they're all symmetrical. So they're all the same square footage. This one's going for $1,000. And we have another 2-bedroom. This one's going for a little bit less. This one. This one is going for $950. Again, older lease. Hasn't met the make a couple of tick marks here. So now we're getting into the well, this one, these two were, well, this one, I should say, getting into the newer price point. So this 2-bedroom is going for $1,435, as it should. Nothing's different about them. Actually, they look pretty nice. Let me bring this down a little bit. So another 2-bedroom. And this one's going for $1,200. So I guess this guy doesn't want to jack everybody up. Might be an older tenant, can only raise them so much per year. Otherwise, I'll have a move out, which might be beneficial for him in this case. So now we got 2 more older leases. What I said in the beginning of this, the rents are all over the place. That's a little $1,050. Then we got, what do we got? 2 more. And these are at $1,450. So there are 16 total 2-bedrooms. Yeah, 3. And 4 1-bedrooms. And these 3 are $1,400. Couple more. We got 1. This is the top number. And this is what eventually all of them will be sent to. $1,500. That's not too shabby. And we still got 3 real old ones. I should have put them in number order, huh? I'll be right there. I'll let you in. Let me finish this one. Oops, not a 3-bedroom, 2-bedroom. Let's do this. Terrence, you're back. Terrence, you keep going in and out on me. That's okay. 1,500. So these three must be really old leases because they're at a low amount, 975. And last but not least, the last one, 2-bedroom, 1, 5. This one's going for 1125. That's everybody. Take this one out. Okay, so there is a laundry on the property too. That's listed under their other income. Must not be too big or people just don't use it too much, but he lists the other income at 1353. And I'm going to give him a 1% vacancy rate, but he's fully occupied. 1% is fair because you have a week here, a week there. We have an empty unit, even though you claim you're 100% occupied. So yes, we're going to add expenses because this is where here's our cash on cash before expenses, 1375, 1376. Our cap rate's at a 10. Remember when we started on our back of the envelope, we were at a 6.1 almost. So so remember our real estate tax formula, and these guys actually did a fantastic job with the real estate tax. They had not only calculated the proper millage rate, they also calculated the 4% early pay, and they did a real fantastic job. So I didn't have to do anything. I did check their math. So at our price, they were right on the money. Remember our formula, you take your purchase price to 2.7 million, right? You times that by 0.80 because you're only paying property tax on the property. They give you I'm sorry, on the building, not the land. So out of that number, the 275, you times that times 0.80 times the millage rate. In this case, it's 15.8854. And you divide that number by 1,000, and it brings you right to the 34,547. So that was their tax rate and their insurance, which I thought was a high number because their taxes were set that way. But anyway, their insurance is probably because they're by the water. Taxes are 37,680. Their common utilities, because everybody's separately metered on this property, are 7696. And you just plug these numbers in, and all the calculations happen over on the right once you hit save and move on. So that I have utilities under electricity. There's sewer and water. So let's go maintenance and repair. And they are here, 9,000. They have an admin fee. Here we are down here, 3,000. It's up a bit. No security. They had reserves. I was surprised to see that. It's actually really close to the number that's here. They had $5,000 in reserves, and their management fee, which they say is 5%, which is really close to what they put here, 13,653. So their numbers are a little low. Remember, our expenses usually come out between 45 and 55%. You know, it's not that big of a place. I can see that their expense percentage might be a little low. Let's see now. Before the expenses were at 1376 on our cash on cash return. Remember, I said all this happens in real time. Now our cash on cash is below 3.5. So we're going to play with this a little bit once we finish the underwriting. So we're just going to stay where we're at. Our cap rate is still a little bit higher than a 6. We started on our back of the envelope, it was almost 6.1, and now we're 6.22. So let's see where we sit here. We're still a little bit more than, we might be able to get this down. Let's try 38% on our down payment, 37%. Okay, it's 24. So we'll leave it at that. Cash on cash still there, 3.4. That dropped to a 3.2. Right where we were, 3.22. This is everything we put in so far. We still got a little bit more work to do, just a little bit. The biggest work is putting in the rent and the expenses, making sure you get that right. So we want to grow at least by 3%. We want to keep our expenses down. We're only going to go 1%. Cost on sale, I just put in 1.5. Gives us a 10-year look. So let's see where our IRR comes out. That's the number I like to look at. This isn't bad. IRR, almost a 13. Not great, but remember where our rents are. They're all over the place, right? So let's not go crazy, because I did look up the, I'll show you this OM when we're done playing here, but I want to do one other thing here first. Let's go back and show you. Now, what was that? Less than 18 minutes. I underwrote this whole deal. Gotta love it. So let's go here. Coolest thing about this deal analyzer is this link right here on the bottom right. Hit that, it copies. I'm going to go to my email, and I'll share the screen instead. I'll share my email. I don't care. Make sure I'm in the right one here. No, I'm not. Share this screen instead. Takes a couple seconds. Here we are. So I copied that. I'm going to compose. I'm going to send it to me. Look, there I am. Subject link. I'll just put Vero link. Oops. I copied the link. There it is. I'm going to send it to myself. Look, there it is. And here's our wonderful, beautiful report right there. This is how you can send to every team member. Share the screen instead. And here's everything we just did. From step 1 to step 7. You send this off to your team, your senior underwriters. Everything you did, you send that along with the OM. And you have a party. But let's go back here. Let's go back to our underwriting screen. Let me share the screen instead. Let's put in the pro forma rents. I'm not going to go crazy. What I am going to do is I'm going to put in the highest rent on each one. And I know the 1-in-1s started, the 1-bedrooms. I'm going to put in 4 here. And I'm going to put 1250. I'm just going to go a little crazy on this one. And see if I can delete that if I can. Can I delete that? Yes, I can. Okay, so then on the 2 bedrooms, I'm not going to go nuts. I'm going to just use the highest rent. Like I said, I'm going to go this 1,500. So I'm going to put in 16 here. I'm going to get rid of the rest of the 2 bedrooms. You, you, get rid of you. Oops, got rid of the wrong one. That's okay. I can fix that. And the coolest thing about this deal analyzer is everything happens as soon as you press go. So 1,500. So we got 20 units. That changes our gross income. We're going to add our, so let's watch our cash on cash number. It does go down a little bit. Our expenses went down too, but I want to go back here to our last page. Now remember, I think we were at an 18. Now it might not go crazy. Why did it go down to a 12? I'll tell you why. Because I don't think we adjusted the loan amount. That went to 2.7. The cap rate went up. So we got to send this. That's where it should be. 750010. There you go. 3.2. Go back to page 7. Let's see what happened here. Up, stays at a 12. There is, I think, an opportunity for seller financing on this deal as well. Yep. So there's another way we can underwrite this too. If we go to step 2. So, sorry, I'm getting a little lost here. There we go. So there is an opportunity for some underwriting, some seller financing. So we have to subtract, and it just makes the deal a little bit better, so because you don't have to come with so much money. So there's a 7-year. Let me do this real quick. Let me get my calculator and do 2750000. Subtract 1145000 equals. So there's an outstanding balance of $1,605,000. So if we change our down payment to $1,605,000, sorry. Okay, so that's 58%. So if you come with that, now you change our interest rate to 3.7. It's only for 7 years. Our debt, you don't even have to come with that much money, but let's just leave it like this and change this. And let's go to page 7 here. It might stay at a 12. Yeah, 1287. But the thing is, you won't have a high with the seller financing at 7 years. Your debt service coverage and your debt service coverage is accurate because we're at that 3.7, correct? I'm sorry, 1.3 step, 1.31. So you come with a little bit more money. Your loan is being held by the seller. You pay it off in 7 years. So once you pay that off in 7 years, now you're not only paying your debt service coverage, but you're also paying your investors a little bit of money. You're paying them back the 3.4. But now after 7 years, you own the place outright. So at that point, you refinance, you take money out, or you sell and you're rolling in it and you buy more property. So let me come back here. Let me stop sharing my screen. So with that, I just want to thank all our sponsors. I want to thank Home Depot Pro, My House Deals, and Ed Koffler School of Real Estate. They're our sponsors, and they support us in every way they can. We are going to be having an 8 CE class at Ed Koffler School of Real Estate. Stay tuned for the dates. I will have accurate dates for you. It's in the end of March, so I know if you're a real estate professional, your license is expiring the end of March. You will have time to get in on this 8 CE class. 8 full CEs. It's an 8-hour class, and if you're short on CEs, it's a great way to get it. Buy It Rent It Profit has an state-approved CE class for 8 hours and 4 hours, but we're going to be running the 8-hour class at Ed Koffler School of Real Estate. So with that, we especially want to thank Ed Koffler. And if you're a real estate professional and you need some CEs, stay tuned because we have eight of them coming at you. Secondly, if you are not a subscriber or a member to Buy It, Rent It, Profit Education, it costs nothing to subscribe. Just go to brpedu.com, put in your email. You will get a lot of emails, but they're packed full of information on property management, asset management, COTA process, how to overcome obstacles. We have events for members, and membership is, we have a 7-day free trial offer right now, and the membership is your coffee budget at Starbucks. 1 cup of coffee at Starbucks, and will cover most of your membership for less than a month, or your coffee budget less than a month. Anyway, if you want to just become a subscriber, it's free. Put your email in, get signed up for the free emails. Become a member. You'll have access to everything on the platform. You'll have access to the deal analyzer, which is, in my mind, it's worth the price of admission. And it's minimal cost for the fantastic information you'll get. We're also running a mastermind, which is direct access to Brian Chavis. But if you have rental properties, if you own a property management company, if you work in a property management company, that's an excellent avenue for education and direct access to Brian all the time. So once again, we do this event every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Ditch the spreadsheet. You can analyze any deal in less than 20 minutes. And I'm Greg Flower, your profit coach. And let's buy it, rent it, profit. Thank you.